morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you guys are watching this video. Track Stabber back at y'all with another one. Thank you for tuning in to 808s and Kicks. So today we're gonna talk about a pair of Air Maxes that took quite some time to get here. I pretty much pre-ordered these months ago, and yeah, I finally got them in the mail today. But here's the deal: when you were pre-ordering them, Nike already has put out that you was gonna wait at least until August to receive your shoes. So I mean, I got it a few days early, I guess you can say. It's not August yet. Better now than never, right? But yeah, upon pre-ordering the sneaker, Nike had already put out, yeah, you were gonna wait a few months before the shoe shipped, which is cool. No harm, no foul. I'm just glad I got my hands on them. So in order to get these, you had to go on .swish if you have a .swish account, or you had to create a .swish account. You'll go on .swish, put in to get the sneaker, and wham bam, boom, it's pre-ordered. Just wait for it to come in the mail. I like the presentation that they did on .swish as well. When you know, went on there, it was basically like a little video game, like how Nike had their own little, you know, twist on the video game in general as well. But we already knew with these sneakers here that we're getting ready to get into the inspiration behind these sneakers, the actual video game that was the inspiration behind these sneakers, you know. But of course, Nike is not gonna like flat out there say it. They just, you know, because let's be real, copyright issues and all that stuff, but you can still use inspiration behind certain things to inspire a colorway, if that makes sense. But with all that being said, let's go and bust these bad boys out. All right guys, here we have it here. Now, just like the Big Head Origins, this comes in a similar box, just a different color. You got your .swish on top of the box, on the side of the box, .swish. It says .swish on this one, and I did get these true to size. Air Max 1, big head mode. Definitely got these true to size. I can't stress enough with the Air Maxes. Most Air Maxes for me, I always go true to size. It's been doing me right. I'm gonna continue to keep going true to size. All right, let's go in and get into them though. Upon opening this bad boy up, there's nothing special going on under the lid. You just get your regular cardboard. Now, like the Big Head Origins, it's kind of got the same pattern going on with the paper, except it's not yellow or gold. It has that gray and white polygon look to it. Now let's go and bust those bad boys out. All right, guys, there you have it fresh out the box. Your Air Max 1 big head mode. Very nice sneaker in my opinion. I love how they made these bulky, kind of fat, just like they did the Big Head Origins ones. Like those shoes had the inspiration from the Donkey Kong game. But jumping into these shoes, the big head mode. Now, before we get into things, we're gonna get into the name of the big head mode, and we're gonna get into the video game that inspired these sneakers. So those of you that don't know, these sneakers takes inspiration from the 1997 video game Goldeneye 007, which was a James Bond game. That game was the shooter game that we had back in the days. This was before you heard anything about Call of Duty, and to be honest with you guys, that game was almost everybody's favorite game to play back in the days on the Nintendo 64. Me, I didn't own a Nintendo 64, but anytime I went over to any of my friends' houses or anything, we just knew if they had that game, we just knew it was gonna be a good day. We just knew it. Now, the big head mode name of this shoe takes the name from that video game as well. It was a cheat code that you could put in that will give the players big heads and a small body as you're, you know, going around shooting at each other and stuff. You know, it was pretty fun. You know, people in my generation loved it back then. They loved playing that game. They loved putting the cheat code in for the big head and everything. It looked kind of funny too as well, you know. But yeah, you know, I think Nike did a really good job in terms of taking inspiration from that game and slapping it into these sneakers. Let's jump on into things. So, upon looking at this shoe and the colors of this shoe, this upper is not leather. It's not leather like we see on other sneakers. It's kind of got that like satin touch to it. Now, if you look at this black here, and along with this toe box, how it's white, that right there takes inspiration from the tuxedo that we see James Bond wearing in the video game. Jumping on into things with this swoosh on the side, this gold swoosh, along with these gold laces on top of this gold tongue. That right there takes inspiration from the gold handgun that we see James Bond using in the game as well. Very, 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 very nice. I love how they just put those little details into the sneaker. Very good. You get your polygon Nike swoosh, just like that video game look to it. And you see the 007 game, it was polygon as well. Not bad, not bad. Jumping onto the heel, it says Nike Air, and you got your little colors all around it. Very, 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 very nice in my opinion. Let's jump onto the insole of the shoe. All right, guys, we got the insole of the insole out of the shoe, and as you see, it has that dot swoosh with the crosshairs around it. That right there takes from the video game as well, guys. So in the game, as you see James Bond walking in one of the cutscenes, he'll stop, turn, pow, shoot, and then you'll see the little blood over it. look at the red color around that crosshair. And even in the game, I want to say it was the pause menu. When you pause it, there's like a crosshair as well and stuff. Like, Nike did a fantastic job with just putting the small details from that video game and putting it into this shoe. I really like how they did that. Jumping back into things, guys, let's talk about this tongue a little bit more. So it has that polygon look on it as well. It says Nike Air Max. You can barely read it because it's got like that polygon look to it, and it's just like the video games, in reference to those old Nintendo video games from back in those days. Really, really nice. The back of the tongue says rated by dot swish, or should I say rated by dot Nike, but it's rated by dot swish, E for everybody. The same thing that they had on the Big Head Origin sneaker as well. And I'll show you guys what it says on the back of the tongue here. Very, very nice job. Very, very nice job. I hope you guys can see that. You know, it says .E, rated E for everybody. Just like how they have those ratings on video games, they put that right there in the tongue as well. Jumping to the bottom of the sneaker, let's talk about the sole here. There's nothing too special going on with the sole. It got the same exact design that you see on all Air Max 1s. Only thing with this one is it's all blacked out, or I should say it's kind of got like a charcoal tint to it. You know, I don't want to say it's like jet black. It's kind of almost got like a charcoal tint to it. Very nice. Very, very nice. And of course, it wouldn't be an Air Max without those bubbles that you see in the midsole here. Can't go wrong with that. Cannot go wrong with that. I love how they got the suede on the back too. That suede feels very, very nice. It's very, 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 very nice. They did a fantastic job with these guys. I really like what Nike did with these. You know, I guess I can say the wait was worth it. You know, waiting a few months for these to come in, pre-ordering them months ago and finally getting them in. I wasn't expecting these till August. I mean, we're here at the end of July and I finally got them. I didn't think these were gonna come in until like the first or second week of August, to be honest with you guys, because when I pre-ordered them, Nike did say that don't expect these to ship out, or at least to get your hands on them, until August. You know, I got these a tad bit early, but hey, you know what? I'm not complaining. Better early than never, you know? Thank you, Nike. Really good job you guys did on these. Now, with all that talking, let's gonna take a closer look at these bad boys. Paying homage to a classic 90s video game, Goldeneye 007, and the cheat code that gives this sneaker its name, we have here the Air Max 1 Big Head Mode. Black satin all around the sneaker, white on the toes, that reminds you of James Bond's tuxedo, polygon Nike swoosh, gold laces atop a gold tongue, reminding you of the gold handgun, rated by E behind the tongue, makes you think that you're holding a video game, and on the insole you have a dot swoosh in the crosshairs. This sneaker is definitely one for those that are fans of that classic 90s video game, or if you're just a fan of the Air Max 1. So what do you guys think? Are you a fan? Or are you not a fan? Let me know what you guys think. Alright guys, there you have it, a look at your Nike Air Max 1 Big Head Mode. Very nice sneaker in my opinion. If I must say so myself, I really like the design and detail that Nike put into these sneakers. They did a really good job. I will say this, guys. we see, you know, collabs or, you know, different designs in sneakers all the time. You know, we see a lot of sneakers that take inspiration from movies or other things that you know, athletes will put into it and stuff. And I gotta say, this is, you know, there've been quite a few that I like myself, but this one here, in my opinion, I really like the way that Nike did this. I love the touch that they put on these. Now for me, I'm not gonna sit here and say that I like these better than the Big Head Origins. I love both of them, but in terms of wearability, I feel like you can wear these a lot more just because of that black and white touch to it. It matches a lot more than the Big Head Origins do, you know. But all in all, I feel like both of them are very good Air Maxes. Nike did a stand-up job on both sneakers. I would love to know what you guys think. Do you guys like both of them, or do you like these better than the Big Head Origins? Drop some chit chat in that comment box. Or if you're not a fan of either one, drop some chit chat in that box as well. But other than that, guys, if you can, if you may, hit that subscribe button down there so you can stay up to date on the latest and greatest when I'm dropping something new. And you know what? I love all the interaction with you guys, and I try my best to respond to each and every comment. The more subscribers equals people possibly putting more comments on those videos, right? But other than that, guys, we're gonna wrap this bad boy up. Stay blessed, stay fresh, love your loved ones like it's no tomorrow. Until then, I'm gonna see you all very, very soon on the next one. Peace.